We're here in Hounslow BJJ. Danny, how long is it since you've been sparring?
A good 6 months. Before last summer.
Why have you not been on the mat?
I had something on the side of my head and I had to get it cut out. It's anyway. So that's what happened.
An injury that you couldn't aggravate.
I thought it was just a cut from jiu-jitsu. Then I thought maybe it's staph infection, but it wasn't. It was just like a hole in my head, and it turned out to be something a little bit nasty, but it's done. It's done. We've got it cut away, and so I've not been able to spar, and I'm trying to get back into sparring.
How far can a jiu-jitsu athlete regress if they don't roll regularly?
I think you have to roll it. I mean, how many people about 40 years of age, you put on a bike after not being on a bicycle for 20 years, and they're all over the place.
So even it's not like riding a bike. Even riding a bike is not like riding a bike.
My friend, it's worse. It's worse. However, I've still been teaching, and I've still been showing techniques, so my brain has been going through things. But I could tell, even when I'm teaching drills, I can feel myself sort of gassing, because for me, I never changed anything. I wasn't big on my diet, so nothing's stayed the same. So I got a little bit tubbier, and I was dreading training tonight. I'm dreading this opening up, so I'm probably a little bit anxious about it. I know I won't be doing gi for a long time.
Is gi worse than no gi for
You'll get all the rash burns and things, and I just can't afford it. I keep putting I've got Vaseline on this. So, but my main thing, I was just worried of going and just getting submitted as a black belt, and I'm 57. I'll be 58 in a few months, and that 6 month layoff is brutal, and I'm thinking I've got to go back in. So we fought a couple of boys a night, and it was absolutely tiring. I had to be slower. I was so much slower, just because I had to rely on kind of old school, staying tight, staying close, staying heavy. I was probably a bit frightened to fire the gun, so I was a bit reluctant to move, so I could feel my hesitance. Hopefully that will go in the next few weeks.
You said to the guys at the end, if you get me, go for the finish.
Yes.
Don't keep it. It doesn't do me any favours.
It won't do me any favours. I mean, I have to eventually go back to the home, back to Carruthers and Gracies, London, and you're not going to get favours up there.
What's the difference? What's the level like over there? Is there a more competitive club?
They're there to smash you. There's just no doubt about it. They're there to smash you. They'll be nice and friendly after it, maybe, but they're there to smash you. You go to Carruthers and Gracies. I mean, I've got 2 brown belts in here, and they need to be known, they need to be seen, and I need to be getting them up there to meet my instructors. They need to know who my instructors are and to progress in this game, and so I have to get back to Cab, and I will be back. I'll give myself about 2 months, and I'll go back and start doing the Sundays, then back to the competition class. That's what I want to go back to. But again, I may avoid gi for the future, depending how my skin, what's going to happen with my skin. So I'll have to avoid, probably avoid the gi.
Thank you. I've got a silly little scratch as well.
Yeah, I saw it the other day, and I started to sort of, because you think, it's like when you buy a new car, a brand new, and then all of a sudden you see loads of them. So I saw it the other day and I thought, what's going on here? But I was really gassing. I could feel my anxiety, especially when it started off a young yak who's been a blue belt for maybe a year, and changed a lot, but he's a lot lighter than me. So I thought start with yak, and then I went on and sparring with the next blue belt, Julian, and that was yourself. So and you're always kind of worried. So because I use my head a lot. I always pressure, and I'm trying to do it without using my head. But I'll get there. I'll get on. But then, of course, I moved on with little Ash now. Ash and I are the same age, but I'm heavier than Ash. We're by about £2, and but Ash is a man is nearly 58 like myself. He's a brown belt. He's still fighting blue belts, purple belts. Still hangs in there. So I had a warm up with him. Then at the end, I fought young Deck, who's in his early 30s, maybe 32, going on 50, and I just think he let me pass at the end. I think he let me pass, and I'm thinking, don't do that. You can never tell with Deck, because maybe he thought rather than take the pressure, let me pass, or maybe he thought I'll try something else. I just feel as if he let me off.
I think a grappler knows when his opponent has. Even Yak let me go tonight, and I'll see it on the video. Yak had me in a deep choke, and he just tried something else. Out of politeness, out of the fact we're training, out of boredom, I don't know. I know he had me in trouble, and he let me go.
I'll tell you this, that not a chance he's going to let you go. He might have blew his arms out. I don't think he'll let you go. I don't think he'll let you go. Maybe Dick, it was just time I had to think of something. Sometimes, and when you're grappling, you know, there's a stage where you're either blowing your own arms out or you're hurting your own.
It's costing you more to keep it. Than
exactly. So you've got to just let it go and try for the next position. And like when I started with Dick, he quickly moved really good, so I had to cover up, and I thought, okay, staying calm. I was okay staying calm, but I was worried. For silly reasons, you know, you're worried in case this cuts again. But it is what it is. And this is jiu-jitsu. You have to do jiu-jitsu, and I wouldn't want to be one of those guys. I mean, look, to me, 52 is okay. I'm 57, so people at 40 saying they're all men jiu-jitsu, I just can't get my head around that mentality. What's that about? I competing at 52, competed with black belts when I was 55, with other young black belts. What's that? I just don't get it. I mean, it's okay to get beat. You have to have a mentality. If you're fighting someone your own belt, it's okay to get beat, take a chance, you know. It was a worry. I was worried, but I'm glad it's over.
Great to see you back on the mat. Thank you very much. Thank you.